Omar N.Lopez is the Green Party of Illinois' candidate for the 4th Congressional District. He is the convener of a March 10, 2006 Immigration Mega March in Chicago. He is a community activist in Chicago in the Hispanic community, and he's been an activist for over 40 years. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Omar N.Lopez.
Thank you very much. I want to thank those who are responsible for inviting me here for that invitation. I have been, in my 40 years as an activist, I have been active and with many community organizers, some of the best community organizers, some of the best independent union leaders, rebel priests. But it's really an honor also to be here along with Ralph Nader, who is an icon of progressive politics in the United States. So I really feel honored to be here. But I also feel very proud to be here with all of you because I feel that we're all part of a movement. And that movement is being felt, I assume, around the world, but I can tell you for sure in the Western Hemisphere. I think that South America has, in several countries, elected already independent progressive presidents that are already forcing a new alignment of economic power in the region. And I think that's part of the movement that we are now experiencing. In the United States, we have Ralph Nader, and I think we have another development. As one of the organizers of the mega marches here in Chicago for immigrant rights, in the debates, in the discussions that we had, we always talked about voting and mobilizing the new voters in the Hispanic community. But the question always came up and was saying, but are we going to vote for someone in the Democratic Party, someone in the Republican Party? Both of them are the same, and they're not offering anything to our community. So we always came to the issue of a third party or an independent party. But this was the time when Rich Whitney had not yet run for governor, and it wasn't until after those elections that we then saw an alternative in the Green Party. And we felt that then the Green Party would be able to represent some of the aspirations and the dreams that the immigrant community had. So we decided that we wanted to go ahead and field candidates. And the committee either was too lazy or something, but they just came to me and asked and recruited me to be the candidate for the 4th Congressional District. I'm very proud of that, and I hope to do a good job. I'm hoping that all of you are registered in the 4th Congressional District, and if not, we still have time to move you in before November 4th, okay? But one of the things, once I get to Washington, is I need to push an immigration reform that is just and humane. We need, yes. We need to move it outside of the national security realm because it doesn't belong there. Anyone that crosses the border doesn't come here to be a terrorist. It's not a national security issue. It's an issue that has to do with workers, with labor. They all come here to work. And all of them, all of the ones that marched and you interviewed, they said, I'm not a criminal, I'm a worker. So the issue of immigration has to be put in the context of labor law reform. That's where it belongs. And if we do that, then we don't come up with bigger walls or the militarization of the border or surveillance or more detention camps. So we need to do that. I think we need to do something else. The 40 million plus Americans that are not insured require and deserve quality health care. So I think that we need to push the single-payer national health insurance, and that's another thing that I would want to pursue and that I want to promote once I get to Washington. And of course, the economy. $600 or $1,200 that people are going to be getting now in the mail, it's going to go to the Costco's and the Walmarts of this nation, and it's not going to kickstart the economy. I think that we really need to begin to push massive public works projects everywhere in the nation. I think we need to start. That's the kind of project that is going to generate permanent jobs and jobs that are going to provide you with a living wage, not just a minimum wage, but a living wage. I think that we need to do that. We need to be concerned with transportation. The speed rail has to be revived in the state of Illinois. But I think those are some of the things that I will be promoting once I get to Congress. With your help, if you live in the 4th Congressional District, and if not, you can still volunteer with my campaign. We need you. Thank you very much.